Mwahahaha. Umadhimin. Mwahahaha. I am Fu Madahimin. Mwahahaha. I don't get many visitors here on the edge of the reef. Mwahahaha. What could what could you be looking for? Mwahahaha. You don't have to answer me. I know what you seek. Mwahahaha. Mwahahaha. The Ephremadian gold coin you clutch in your flesh and blood hand. Mwahahaha. Will be your fare to board the coffin. Oh, most definitely. Oh, my cutter will take you to the coffin. Oh, most definitely. Through the mist, I will be your guide, a humble, forgotten fairy woman. Time flows on and around us. Your Ephremadian gold coin will be mine, one way or another. Mwahahaha. Mwahahaha. Does your courage fail you? Do you wish to return the way you came? I am to leave. I am not afraid. Mwahahaha. You are honest. Your Ephremadian gold coin is mine. Mwahahaha. Farewell. Admiral, an Imperial dog has boarded our ship. Kill her. Wandering, this place will be your death. We must retreat. They finally show their forms. I had concealed my presence, but sensed a chill in the air. Then I noticed you on the deck. with some rather unfriendly company. I must admit, to my surprise, but it is good to see another sentinel who shares my instincts. The being that gave the orders. His supernatural aura was palpable. We can assume he is the captain of the ship. If we can get if we can but uncover the true identity of the apparition apparition, the secrets of the ghost ship will be ours. Fortunately, I have another information gold coin for me and one for you. When you are prepared, let us return to the Ashu Talif Blades Bard. Only nearby party members with the same objective will accompany you to the Ashu Talif. Please confirm that all party members are cleared to enter the Ashu Talif. All party members with the appropriate clearance will now be transported to the Ashu Talif. Are you ready? Please wait. Commencing transport to the Ashu Talif. Nashmail, wandering. Pile room. It's the ghost hunter. Yo, jump from ghost ship. Pile room. Not believing eyes. Our efforts seem in vain. Ashu Telef and her crew still haunts these seas. That captain, the strange aura he conceals. No, I am most likely thinking too much. And I have yet to report to you the information I have discovered about that vessel. If the rumors are true, the ship we boarded is known as the Black Coffin. However, according to the history books, the Black Coffin was meant to have sunk almost 200 years ago. At the time, she was crewed by the rebels of Iframad, also known as coursers. This word basically means pirate, but the coursers were far more than simple brigands. They were the heroes of the Lost Kingdom, clashing valiantly against the vast might of the Empire in a bid to reclaim their nation. The admiral that led the coursers into battle was Prince Lazef, a courageous warrior feared by his enemies. Ah, it seems my feathers have dried. These are not for plucking. I shall return to my tell. This port town of Nashmail, now home to these Quequern, was once a naval base built by the surviving citizens of Ephramat. With Nashmail at their center, the Arapago Islands were the last refuge remaining to the survivors of Ephramat, and the last stronghold of Prince Lazef. He carried the torch of his people's hopes and turned it into a blazing inferno of vengeance for vengeance. If the rumors are indeed accurate, then the man we encountered on that ship in any case, we are certain that the Ashu Telef is more than just a tavern rumor. It may sound like another fairy tale, but I intend to report everything I have learned to President Naha. Excuse me. If we tell her the same tale on different occasions, she may place more credence to the story. Our mercenary assessment should benefit from this as well. Do you not agree? I leave immediately for Alzabi. I advise you to do the same. Farewell, wandering. Alright, so. Um, Alright, so, we finished Aht Urghan Mission 14, the Dolphin Crest, and then, the next mission, the Black Coffin. We just finished that. Aht Urghan Mission 15, the Black Coffin. Series Treasures of Aht Urghan. Starting NPC, Naha Salim, Aht Urghan Whitegate, I-10. Title is none. Repeatable, no. Description: a mercenary colleague has reported feeling an ominous presence to the west of Devoka Isle. The previous mission again was the Dolphin Crest. The next mission is Ghosts of the Past. Our rewards are none. So, walkthrough. Head to the cutter, which is located in Arapago Reef, H8. So if you have the survival guide route, the faster route provided if you already have the teleport unlocked, requires running through most of Arapago Reef. Take the survival guide to Darva, Mire, and zone into Arapago Reef at G8. After zoning, head south to H8 to find the cutter. The staging point route. Travel to Divaka Isle staging point. Requires an Imperial silver piece or just 200 standing to reach if your assault rank is lower than captain. See directions here. Head west to G9 and zone into Arapago Reef. After zoning, head north to H8 to find the cutter. The battlefield. So approach the cutter for a cutscene. When you're ready, check it again to enter the battlefield. All members of your party, including any who have finished this mission before, need an Informadian gold coin to enter the battlefield. So, if you need another gold coin, examine Jezaret's headstone at Kadarva Mire E10. Yeshua will assist you in this fight. So, Yeshua will wait a minute or two before he begins the fight. This gives your party a little time to buff. The fight will continue in the event Gesho is killed. The battle is against the Ashu Telef crew, which consists of 2 by Rangers, 2 by Red Mages, and 1 Courser. The Ashu Telef crews seem to be resistant to most forms of sleep unless Elemental Seal is used first. Lullaby was easily landed in item level 119 equipment. Once the 5 Ashu Telef crew members are defeated, another 4 will take their place. The Ashu Telef captain will spawn along with the others. You must bring the Ashu Telef captain's health to approximately 20% to win the battle. After the fight, you will wind up in Nashmeu. So players who have already completed this mission will end up back at the cutter instead. Alright, so we just finished that. It looks like they revised this page, which is good. There was before it had directions on how to get to a mirror or something instead of actually how to get to that. So that's why I didn't read it until actually getting there and doing it. So we'll go on to the next mission. Ghosts of the Past. So, Aht Urghan Mission 16, Ghosts of the Past. Series is Treasures of Aht Urghan. Starting NPC is Naha Sleem, Aht Urghan WIKI I. Title is None. Repeatable is No. Description. You have uncovered the truth behind the Ashu Telef and its ghostly crew. Report your findings to President Naha. So the previous mission again was the Black Coffin. The next mission is Guests of the Empire. Rewards will be none. And the walkthrough. Speak to Naha Salihim for a cutscene. Oh, that's 16. And so welcome back, Wandering. I've been pacing a groove in the floor waiting for you to get back. No. Need mention anything more about that ship. I think I know everything I need to know. You paid that Ephraimian gold coin to some ancient courser? Or very fair, didn't you? And then you went at it tooth and nail with the crew. Yeah, that's about what Gesho told me. So what do you think that ship really was? What was the ghost ship's true identity? The Ashu Telef or the Black Coffin? The Black Coffin. Ah, well, pluck my whiskers. That's the same answer that Gesho gave. You two didn't cook up this story together. You try and put one over me. Now, did you? But that's all beside the point. There's something else I want you to explain to me. You see where I'm going with this wandering? There's been a summons from the palace addressed to you. I exercised my rights as president and opened it for you. You really are a piece of work, you know that? I am the president of Salihim Sentinels. I will not stand to be upstaged like this. This summons was delivered by Rishfe himself. Look at this. It has the personal signature of the Grand Vizier. No matter how you look at it, this is a personal invitation to the palace. Seems Her Magnificence would hear you speak of that ship in a private audience. The puppet master must be giggling into her chi. Look at this footnote. It says you can bring one attendant with you, and you, with zero knowledge of palace etiquette, would probably take one of your adventure buddies and make a complete fool of yourself. From this day on, you would never have to speak to me again. I wouldn't have you crossing my doorstep. Do you get what I'm saying? You get what she's saying, huh? Well then, how do you intend to make up for this insult? Have Naja become your attendant, invite Naja to the palace. If you think I'm gonna bow and scrape at your side, you, if you want me to come that badly, I guess I don't have a choice. But just this one time, don't go getting used to it. Now we gotta do something about those clothes. We can't have you turning up to the palace wearing that. I'd be embarrassed to walk beside you. What sort of clothes should you wear to the palace? Well, if I have to, I suppose I can show you a few pieces from my collection. Wait right there. What kind of outfits do you want to see? So which outfit will you see? Blue with gold trimming, red with gold embroidery, pale colors with lace, deep purple armor, rich crimson cloth with a pattern, indigo with gold embroidery, gorgeous black. So, what do you think? Very nice. And this, they did an awesome job with all the outfits in this game, I think. Did you see this one? Breathtaking. Does this suit me? Wow. This is not bad, but I think red is my color. Too cute for words. Cloth with a pattern. And for a little change, no one could wear it better. Stylish, don't you think? Without a doubt. La la la. Whoa. If you're not wearing threads of this kind of quality, you'll never get past the Imperial White Gate. I don't expect you to have anything as gorgeous as my wardrobe, but try to find something you think will fit my idea of fashion. Start with the body piece and we'll work from there. I won't be too strict on the other bits, but just remember that knowing what goes together is one of the talents needed in high society. When you're ready to go, come and show me your wardrobe. I'll see if you pass muster. Alrighty then. So, now we gotta see if we can find a fancy wardrobe piece. Alright, so anyway, get back. So I've finished Aht Urghan Mission 16, Ghosts of the Past. So the next mission is Guests of the Empire. So, Aht Urghan Mission 17, Guests of the Empire. Series is Treasures of Aht Urghan. Starting NPC is Naha Slihim, Aht Urghan Whitegate I-10. Title is Ojang's Errand Runner. Repeatable, no. Description: you have received an invitation to the palace from the Grand Vizier. President Naha has offered to help you find appropriate clothing for the occasion. The previous mission, Ghosts of the Past. The next mission is Passing Glory. Rewards, Imperial Mithril Piece and Salvage Access. So, our walkthrough. To speak to Naha Sleem for a cutscene, play dress up with Naha Sleem. Before you can continue, Naha Sleem will ask that you wear something more appropriate to the palace. Make sure to speak with her again after playing dress up with her and wearing the armor listed below, otherwise you won't get the cutscene at the palace. So in addition to the listed armor, you must also be wearing gloves, leg armor, and boots. They do not, however, have to match anything else you're wearing. Wearing the following armors are known to allow you to continue. However, hover a name to see the job level requirements and click on the image to check the auction house stock. Be sure to set your server on the top left of the auction or the thing it if you haven't. So then they give us all the pieces. So check the Imperial White Gate door at L8 in Aht Urghan White Gate with the proper attire and your weapons removed for a cutscene. Note, confirm that you have space in your inventory before watching the cutscene, or you'll have to make space and watch the entire cutscene again if you do not obtain your reward. Alright, so we're gonna see if we can get this one. Or yeah, that one will probably work. We'll see if we have enough gil. And of course my throat has to. Oh, there isn't one. It looks like you should be able to pull this off. All you gotta do is keep your trap shut until spoken to, and everything should be fine. I'll meet you by the Imperial White Gate. The drill needs some time to prepare. Um, Ask what needs to prepare. Ask away. No, ask away. What? I. That's not a question you ask a lady. All right. Arziza, you want to know what's behind the gate? This gate leads to the Imperial Ward. You may only enter by the grace of Her Magnificence, the Empress, or if you have Alzabi citizenship. No place for a mercenary like you. Be on your way. Now hold up there. I know how standing around all day can start to grate on your nerves. And who might you be? Ah, a Salihim Sentinel's employee. What is your business here? You have just as little chance of passing through the Imperial White Gate. Have you come to deliver a message? Hmm. For the sake of something that insignificant, do you think that the president of Salihim's Sentinels would come all the way to the Imperial White Gate? My employee Wandering and I are here at the invitation of the Grand Vizier Razfrod. You're always saying that anyone with the permission of the Empress has the right to pass through the gate. Am I right? That is correct. Then you shouldn't have a problem with anyone bearing the signed invitation of her highest official. Yes, well, this seems to be in order. Not so fast. I have to check this with my superior. La 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 la. Greetings. Yesho, you scared the living daylights out of me. My apologies, President Naha Wandering. I came as soon as I learned your destination from Abuba. I most humbly ask you a favor. Empress wishes to hear the tell directly from one who has boarded the ghost ship, and you must bring one other acquaintance, correct? It is rare that one manages a glimpse of her magnificence in person. If I might be the one to accompany. What a terrible visage. Your invitation has been verified. You may pass through the Imperial White. Halt. Who are you supposed to be? I am a colleague to these people. Halt, I say. You may not pass without permission. You do me injustice. I am an employee of Salihim Sentinels and a mercenary in service to your empire. Being a mercenary has nothing to do with it. Yesho, I hate to be the one to say it, but your fashion sense may be a little revealing, and you don't look like someone on the way to meet the Empress. Even if by some fluke of the imagination you were allowed to pass through this gate, before you made it to the palace, I would grab you by the scruff of the neck and march you back to the office. I will not have the reputation of my company dragged through the mud. How unreasonable. Nashmir, you may look upon us. Be welcome, mercenary Naha Salihim, for uncovering the truth behind the ghost ship in the name of our empire. We are truly grateful. Your magnificence. However, we are troubled. The Ashu Tilif, a vessel of the Lost Kingdom, Ephraimad. I understand your trepidation, your magnificence. However, we should leave the ghosts of Ephraimad in the past where they belong. In any case, with the most powerful army in Urghan under the command of your magnificence, there is nothing to fear. Nothing to fear? According to reports from the staging points, that ghost ship still sails the sea and deep. If this vessel truly is the Black Coffin, the symbol of Ephraim's resistance that supposedly sank 200 years ago, there is little chance of stopping the commotion amongst the Lost Kingdom's descendants once they finally learn the truth. And even without this added disturbance, the never-ending beastmen attacks have the civilians in the commoners' ward at a boiling point. It is not just the appearance of the black coffin if Admiral Lazef has risen from the grave. This sorry, this unrest will explode into violence. The capital will disintegrate from within. We're at Great Walahara. We must speak with Captain Rabon and reassign a number of the immortals to investigate these spectacle or spectral coursers. Yes, there is no time to waste. Immortals, lower your voices. Silence. Wandering. Your efforts have served the Empire admirably. We have prepared a reward. Min Jing. Your reward. Glory crown. So, glory crown head all races, a dark orichalcum crown set with glittering cannonites. The message gifted to the champion of Aht Urghan by her magnificent Nashmir II is inscribed on the inside of the crown. Level 75 all jobs. That glory crown is a symbol of our trust in you. We are the Empress. The Empress and Aht Urghan are as one. Our trust is the trust of the Empire. Our wishes are the wishes of the Empire. You know, this palace is terribly boring when it's quiet. That mercenary wandering. Yes, I should like to pull that one's strings again. Things have certainly become lively. We have the Beastman, the Dark Rider, and now the Black Coffin and Prince Lizeth. I wonder how it will all turn out. That is what the mercenary is for. Yes. I wanted to speak more with Wandering about the ghost ship. We had her come all the way to the palace, but had so little chance to ask the details. Yes. It is our wish that Wandering be presented before us once again. Hee 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 hee. That was terrible. Did you say something? Most certainly not. Yow. Grand Vizier. Grand Vizier, how does the Eastern Front progress? Your Magnificence, what have you been doing in my absence? We do not. What have you done? Is it true that you signed my name to invite a mercenary into the palace? I have heard the rumors. Your games go too far. Listen to me. If you are to continue your role as Empress, you must learn some discretion. Perform the functions you are entrusted with and everything else. You must close your eyes and cover your ears. This is the only way to ensure your safety. Do you understand? I am concerned for your well-being. I do not wish Her Magnificence to soil her hands with the Empire's dark secrets. You must learn to be prudent as I am. Grand Vizier. There is such a thing as worrying too much. Yes, yes, you worry far too much. Overprotective, overprotective. Silence. I'm sorry. Let me remind you, your magnificence can do nothing alone. Right. Don't you have something to give me? Um, you have something for Naha? I suppose I have nothing for her. Abakuba. Coming, President Naha. Prepare to recite Articles 2, 32, and 64 from the Mercenary Assessment Guideline. Article 2. Fulfill President Naha's requests without fail. Article 32. Failure to heed President Naha's request will result in pay cuts. Article 64. An employee is entitled to nothing. Cough. That is all. Does that clear things up for you? Clear things up? Yes, ma'am. Not really. Yes, ma'am. That's my girl. Nice to see you've figured out the system. Don't look so glum. That kind of thing should be worn by someone who has nothing left to accomplish. But seeing as how you carried out your task, I'll give you this Imperial Mithril piece instead. In the distant future, after you've worked for years and years and a few more years on top of that, when you've managed to become the best mercenary you can be, I'll be ready to hand over the glory crown to you. Hee hee. Of course, if you start slacking off, I might change my mind and just sell it at the auction house. Your glory crown was swapped for an Imperial Mithril piece. You have received a measly 1 Imperial Mithril piece. Alrighty then. That's that. Alright, so that completes Aht Urghan Mission 17. Guests of the Empire. The next mission is Passing Glory. So, Aht Urghan Mission 18, Passing Glory. Series Treasures of Aht Urghan, starting NPC. Naha Salim, Aht Urghan Whitegate, I-10. Title is none. Repeatable, no. Description: your reward from the Empress has been confiscated by President Naha. Earn the right to wear it by becoming the best mercenary you can be. So the previous mission, Guests of the Empire. The next mission, Sweets for the Soul. Rewards Imperial Mithril piece by 1. So the walkthrough. Note, you must wait 1 game day and zone after completing the previous mission before you can receive this cutscene. So approach Naha Salihim for a cutscene. Trust Gesho. After completing this mission, you may examine the cushion in Aht Urghan Whitegate J12 to acquire Cypher Gesho. Alright, so I don't know what the game time is. When you've managed to become the best mercenary you can be, I'll be ready to hand over the glory crown to you. Of course, if you start slacking off, I might change my mind and just sell it on the auction house. So, me, yes, I am here to answer all your mercenary questions. Is there anything you'd like to know before you get started? We've got a long time to wait for a new day anyway. Well, water. You have my thanks. I am embarrassed that you witnessed such a spectacle. Of all people, it had to be you wandering. In ordinary times, I tend to enjoy some lovely Yuguro cherries at fine establishment, but lately I have been working tirelessly with no increase in pay and my meager wages going to endless expenses. I have laid hands on only week old fried fish in an attempt to save coin, but I eventually succumbed to the worst horror of all. Ap- Apple vinegar. It sliced a burning hole in my throat, and I was sure I would never see the sun rise again. If she saw how I was wreathing about, she would certainly have cut my recompense to worse than it is even now. I bid you, please keep this incident between us. Um, what will you do? Keep his secret? Betray his confidence? Your word is as good as your deeds. Permit me to share something with you. Servant moons ago, I had occasion to visit this land for reasons I would prefer to keep to myself. I traveled to a place known as Wano, where the Institute of Learning unveiled a new type of magic called trust. I was in attendance, and it struck me that it is awfully similar to the Utsumi techniques of the East. I had to learn more, so I hurried to volunteer. What did I have to lose? Despite my Yugudo heritage, they agreed to let me take part in the grand experiment. It did my heart good to know that elegatorium organizations existed in such a strange land. I have learned that you, too, are a participant in this initiative of theirs. Would you do me the great honor of engaging in the ritual with me? Um, how do you respond? Engage away? I'm not so sure. Engage away. The ephemeral links that bind us will not lead us astray. Wandering, you and I are but two foot soldiers fighting for the greater cause. Or, put it another way, we have feasted on rice cooked in the same pot, sharing our lives as well as our meals. Is that not so? Our bonds are strong indeed. Come wandering, the time is now. I am confident that my alter ego's combat power prowess will not disappoint you. And what my alter ego does in my steed will only strengthen Selahim's sentinels. Perhaps it is time I ask her for one of those bonuses I keep hearing about. Hmm, good luck with that. Alright, so now we have Gesho. Um, so for the time being, we're done with the Urghan mission. Um, I just wanted to grab Gesho because he's a really good trust to have. Um, alright, I almost want to continue, but I probably should take a break and get some food and not. So, anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed my playthrough this so far. The purpose of this run is to see if we can get through all 22 jobs without dying. Um, it is a challenge. There's plenty of ways to die. Um, I'm not worried about how hard the bosses are. I already know how hard the bosses are. I'm not going for any of the challenge of the bosses. I'm just going for um, the challenge of making it through each job without dying. If I die, I start completely from the beginning. I delete the tune and start all over again. Um, so it's a very, very long um, run. It's not short by any means. So the longest one is always the first job you do because there's certain roadblocks that you have to do in order to, you know, be able to level up and stuff. So right now we're level 95. We've got a few more things to do, and then we'll get from 95 to 99, and then we'll start our next job. But once we get to level 99 on all of the jobs, we will actually be going through every single mission, and we will be every single piece of content there is to read. Right now we're just doing the bare minimum that we have to do in order to get our tune to 99. But once we've gotten all 22 jobs, then we actually going through all of the story and everything. And yes, I will be reading it all out loud and everything. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this playthrough so far. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna find some food and maybe take a nap. And I will be back later. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.